Great is maternal love. In order to keep the baby trapped in the pit alive, the mother elephant knelt in the deep pit without hesitation, giving up her life to breastfeed the baby elephant. And this kneeling lasted 3 days and 2 nights. The scene in front of me was shocking, and the rescuers present were moved to tears. The deep maternal love locked her firmly in this deep pit. When the staff wanted it to leave, they found that the mother's body could not move. It turned out that in order to protect its child, it exhausted all its strength to its mother, and its life was at stake. Rescue was urgently needed at this time. We found a large crane and carefully pulled the female elephant up from the pit. However, the rescued female elephant was not breathing, and no matter how the staff called, it was always lying on the ground motionless. When it saw its mother lying on the ground, the baby elephant desperately crawled towards the mother. It let out a heart-piercing roar, as if saying, "Mom, don't leave me behind." But even with all the strength in his body, he still couldn't climb out of the deep pit that trapped him. In the end, the baby elephant fell down due to exhaustion, and painful wailing resounded all around. It kept calling for its mother, and every roar represented endless concern for its mother. On the other side, the rescuers were trying their best to rescue Seong's mother. At this time, the mother elephant's heartbeat had stopped. Everyone immediately performed cardiopulmonary resuscitation on the elephant. People climbed on the elephant's back and pressed repeatedly with their hands. Although the rescuers tried their best to rescue, but there was no sign of life in the female elephant. Even so, everyone does not want to give up this great mother. At this time, the sky was drizzled, making the already tragic scene even more bleak. A few minutes later, with the help of people, the baby elephant finally climbed out of the deep pit. It walked slowly towards its mother, trying to wake up its only relative. Meanwhile, a staff member continued to perform CPR on the mother elephant. However, the sad ending seems to have long been doomed, and everyone does not want to see the little elephant lose its mother, let alone give up a great mother. Maybe it was everyone's prayers that moved the heavens, and the next second, she stood up to her mother, and the miraculous story was staged again. Seeing this purpose, the rescuers wept with joy, and everyone's efforts were finally remembered. In the alley in the distance, just snuggled up to my mother, feeling the long-lost happiness and dependence again. Not long after, the mother elephant led the baby elephant towards the forest. It suddenly stopped and looked at the crowd, as if expressing its heartfelt thanks to the people. Some people say that all the love in the world is for getting together. Only maternal love is for parting. This is probably the selflessness and greatness of maternal love. Finally, I wish all mothers in the world safe and healthy.